everyone. Happy National Home Buyers Month. I'm Marva Morris, your Central Jersey Realtor. Welcome to day 25. Now that you've bought a home, at least in our series scenario, right? Life as a homeowner begins. So today we're going to talk about home maintenance and budgeting for the upkeep of your home. Basically, how to take care of your home so it stays in great shape and doesn't surprise you with any big problems. Now, let's talk about why maintenance matters. Think of home maintenance like regular car maintenance, right? You change the oil, you check the tires, and your car runs longer. Same with the house. A little effort throughout the year can prevent expensive fixes later. Plus, a well maintained home is a comfortable and safe home. First, I'm going to give you our seasonal checklist. One way to stay on top of things is to do certain tasks each season. It breaks it up and makes it a little easier for you. So in the spring, we want to clean the gutters and the downspouts. After those April showers, make sure water is draining away from your foundation. You also want to service your air conditioner before summer. Get an HVAC tune-up. Check the screens and the windows for any winter damage. Now, if you have a sump pump, which is common in some New Jersey basements, right? Test it to be sure it's raining before spring. Be sure it's working before spring rains. Now, for the summer, you want to trim your trees and bushes away from the house. This prevents entry and roof damage, right? So if you have a lawn, you want to keep it watered and mow it regularly, or hire someone like some of us do. Inspect any outdoor deck and siding for any wear and tear. You're going to clean and replace window screens if they're needed. For the fall, you're going to service your heating system. Nothing worse than it failing on a cold January night. Oh, goodness. You want to clean the gutters again after the leaves fall so ice doesn't dam up in there. You want to blow out your sprinkler systems if you have one before the first freeze. You want to check your weather stripping on your doors and your windows to save energy for the winter. Now, in the winter, if snow falls, you want to shovel it promptly. So sorry. So once again, if the snow falls, you want to shovel it promptly and you want to make sure that your homeowner's insurance is up to date in case of any slips. Now you want to keep an eye on any icicles because large one can mean ice dams. So it's mostly a time to cozy up inside for the winter, but also it's good for indoor projects like painting and organizing and all that good stuff. You also want to test your smoke and CO detectors when you set your clock for daylight savings time, right? And New Jersey requires those things at the sale, but so sorry. I have a WhatsApp and it's just blocking through here for some reason. So now let's talk about our regular replacements, right? Some things need to be replaced periodically. So we have our HVAC filters, right? Usually that's every 1 to 3 months, depending on the type. This keeps the air clean and the system efficient. Then we have our detectors, your smoke and your carbon monoxide. Now you want to check those annually if they're not hardwired, but usually if you're purchasing something new, you have the 10-year sealed for the smoke detectors, so you don't necessarily have to check them as often. And carbon, you want to check, just make sure they work, especially if you have them plugged in. If you have a water filter or fridge filter, you're going to follow the schedules. You change those every 6 to 12 months. You're also going to check your water heater's age. They last about 10 to 15 years. If you want to drain it annually to remove sediment, it's optional, but that can also extend the life. Now, let's talk about budgeting for the upkeep. A rule of thumb is to set aside at least 1% of your home's value per year for maintenance and repairs. So if you have a $300,000 home, you're going to set aside about $3,000 a year, which works out to about $250 a month. Now, some years you're going to spend less. Some years you're going to spend more, like if you need a new roof, which might be about $8,000 to $10,000. It uses a few of your budget years. But if nothing else, having an emergency fund for the house is wise. Eventually, big ticket items are going to need to be replaced. So, your roof every 20 to 25 years, your HVAC system every 15 to 20 years, and appliances you're looking at every 10 to 15 years. So, if you keep that 1% fund going, you will always be ready. Also, remember your home warranty. If you got one, as we discussed on day 16, use it to cover items once if they break, right? That is what it's there for. Now, do it yourself or hire out. Good question. Now, owning means you can choose to do projects yourself, or hire pros, right? YouTube is a homeowner's friend. From fixing a running toilet to painting walls, you can learn a lot. Just know your limits. Example, electrical work, leave that to the pros. That's a safety issue, and sometimes you need to pull permits. Now, I have a network of reliable contractors and handy people in New Jersey. If you ever need a recommendation for a plumber, electrician, roofer, etc., just ask me, right? Now, your documents and records, you want to keep a folder, physical or digital. Some of you, I know you like your digital stuff, of all your house related documents. So, the inspection report from when you bought the house, so you know what to monitor, receipts for repairs or improvements, warranties for your home appliances, and anything else you might have a warranty on. It helps to have a paper trail. And when you sell the house some days, buyers love to see maintenance records. They love to see that you kept up with everything. Now, becoming a homeowner is a learning curve. Don't worry if you're not sure how often to change the furnace filter or when to fertilize the lawn. There are great apps and calendars that can remind you, or just seasonal to do lists like the one I mentioned earlier today, right? And frankly, part of home ownership is learning as you go. You're going to pick up knowledge over time. Don't worry about it. The great thing is it's your home. The effort you put in benefits you directly. Unlike renting, where you might not care to, do things promptly because it's not yours, right? Long term at the end of the day. So, there's a pride in keeping your home in tip top shape. And remember, I am not just going to disappear after you close. Nope. I will come to all your barbecues if you invite me. I am here for the long haul as your real estate resource. Now, if something weird comes up and you're like, who do I call for this issue? Reach out to me at 609-468-6324. I've got contacts and advice for all stages of home ownership. Now, also reach out to me for my book on the complete guide to buying a home. I will send that to you for free. Just comment or give me a call. Now, all right, day 26 is next. We will revisit the mortgage process a bit and talk about working with your lender from contract to closing, so you know what goes on behind the scenes with your loan. I will catch you then. It's also my birthday. Once again, I am Marva Morris, and I am your Central Jersey Realtor, moving you forward. Happy National Home Buyers Month.